speakers are going to be really amazing. Next. So this is the agenda for the morning. First, we're going to have Mr. Barker from the LIDWP. Then we're in 10:30. We're going to have a lot of wonderful speakers talking about conservation and resource management. Somebody, Shauna Dark from the Department of Geography, if she's feeling better. Melanie Winter from the River Project. Nancy Steele, who I believe is already here from Los Angeles and San Gabriel Watershed Council. Torin, who is also here from Tree People. At noon, we're going to have Dr. Best give us an update on CSUN's activities with water. And then at 12:30, we're going to talk about future water sources, recycling water from two gentlemen from the LIDWP. And then at 2 o'clock, we'll have ideas to assess and conserve our own water consumption from Russell Ackerman of the City of Santa Monica Watershed Management and Suzette Shorespool from WaterWise Consultants. Tomorrow, just to give a heads up, tomorrow is Campus Sustainability Day. We have a lot of activities going on tomorrow for Campus Sustainability Day, so be sure to look for the signs. I noticed that they're all around campus, so you can see them. I just want to start off, a lot of you may have seen this already in my class, but I wanted to start off with this one slide just to give you an idea of water on the planet. As you can see, 97.5%, this graph comes from Vital Water Graphics from the UN. 97.5% of the water on this planet is salt water. 2.5% of it is fresh water. And of that 2.5%, according to this chart, only about 0.3% is actually easily, otherwise it's groundwater or hopefully still trapped in ice, glaciers and permanent snow cover. So this is the amount of water we're talking about when we're talking about freshwater needs for agriculture, domestic use, industry use, and so on. So keep that number in mind. It's not a very large number, given that we have so many people and so many needs on the planet. With that, I just wanted to also, before we move on, I wanted to thank the Water Day committees. They were great. Nat Wilson, Annie Sherman was fabulous. She's our new admin in the Institute for Sustainability. Sarah Erickson helps her too in the Institute. And Erica Oldman and Roger Motti back there. And, did I forget anybody? Oh, Michelle Best. So thank you guys. You really made this. With that, I'm going to introduce Annie. Annie is a recent CSUN grad, and she is now in our Institute for Chico State. CSU system is so good. Really? Woo! Okay. Well, that was wrong, but come on up. Annie.
All right.
I'm so proud of CSUN. Anyway, I'm here to introduce Fred Barker, who's with the Los Angeles Department of Water Power. And Fred is a waterworks engineer for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. He has been with the department for 22 years and is currently the manager of water transmission operations. Before joining the DWP, Fred spent 2.5 years in the Peace Corps, working in water supply and sanitation projects in Africa. Fred has degrees in geography from UC Santa Barbara and in civil engineering from CSU Northridge. He is a registered professional engineer and is also a licensed water distribution operator. Fred is also the unofficial historian for the Department of Water and Power and speaks to groups about the history of the city and the department, water resources and distribution, and about the life and career of William Mulholland. Water history in particular is such a fascination of mine, and I'm really proud to introduce Fred Barker because this is a really important part of water resources. Thank you, Fred.
So I'll wait just a second. You can take notes on here. I will try to talk for about 45 minutes. Can you hear me? Should I stand close to the microphone, or is it all right? Okay. And so that we'll have some time at the end for questions and answers. And if you have a question that's really burning burning in your mind during my talk, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll answer questions also during the talk. I don't need to wait till the end. I'm going to try to talk about, the first thing is the history of water in California. And if you did that in depth, you could probably be here a week. So obviously, a lot of compression has gone on to come up with this 30 or 40 minutes. So let me just get right into it. First of all, before I say that, my career has been tied up with water throughout. You know, I was in the Peace Corps. I drilled water wells. I protected water supplies. Came back from the Peace Corps and realized that a degree in geography was great, but a degree in civil engineering would be even better. So I came back, went to school again, and I got a degree in 1986 from Northridge. So I went straight to the department from Northridge. I was offered a job before I graduated. All I had to do was pass my last semester of classes, so it worked out. All right, let's get started. First of all, the North America, and I'm not sure about South America, but North America at least is one of the last continents that was ever populated by human beings. As far as we know, it was only about 20,000 years ago at the most that humans came to North America. We know roughly when people were here for sure because they have found human remains on Santa Rosa Island, and they dated them to about 13,000 years ago. I think it was called Santa Rosa Woman. And then they thought it was a man, and now they think it's a woman again, or the other way around. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's the first time that people began moving into North America. They think either by the Bering Land Bridge or by crossing the oceans. Of course, 20,000 years ago, the climate of California was a lot different. It was a lot more, there were a lot more glaciers. Climate was wetter, and it was cooler. So California looked a lot different.